Hello, children. Welcome to our holiday-themed episode of Brain Food. You might notice throughout our show that there will be a lot of singing going on. So today we're going to learn about some music-related terminology. Our first term is dynamics. In music, the term dynamics means how loud or how quiet the music is. When you read written music, dynamics are shown by certain letters, which stand for the Italian words representing whether or not to play loudly or softly. Coming up, we will have some musical friends of mine demonstrate some examples of dynamics.
Hey guys, it's me, Scott. It's the holiday season and everyone is getting in the spirit. I'm here at Lake Gibson High School to learn how their choir program is spreading cheer through song. This is Miss Lenhart, the choir director at Lake Gibson High School. She's in charge of their show choir group called Audio. So Miss Lenhart, what is Audio and how does it differ from your normal choir?
Audio is different because not only do they learn the proper fundamentals of singing, however, they add a dance component. So what happens is they'll learn the songs with the proper techniques in the classroom, and then we'll bring them over, we'll teach them choreography, and then we'll combine the two components together into a really snazzy performance. It really amps it for the audience.
I hear you guys start Christmas music early and have been working on Christmas carols all year. Tell me about the caroling that you do every year.
In the month of December, the students in the audio program get dressed up as Charles Dickens characters, and they go ahead around the area and perform at private parties or volunteer functions around the community. It's a really nice way to spread holiday cheer and to use the talents that they've been developing all semester long. For the audience, a large portion of the performance is a visual aspect. That's why this group will often add dancing to their performances to make the music come alive for the listener as another way to connect with them. Costumes are just another way to make that happen. So we're able to evoke some really warm feelings of Christmas, those traditional feelings of Christmas, if we dress up as Charles Dickens characters. So like I said, when I first got here, there were only 4 female and 4 male costumes. So fortunately, I have a mother who is an amazing seamstress. Millie Lenhart is her name. And she has spent countless hours over her sewing machine over the years, creating costumes just like the one that I'm wearing. She's gotten pretty good at it, has it down to a science, but like I said before, she has made 48 of them, including muffs and hats, or bonnets as they are called. So the men wear ascots with a suit and a vest, and black pants as well. So at the end of the evening, they look very dapper, they look very traditional, and for the audience, they leave with a special warm feeling about their performance that would not have been there without the costumes.
What types of Christmas songs can people expect if they see you guys out in the community?
The audio group performs traditional Christmas carols for their Caroling for Cash program. I do try to include some more modern day arrangements that have a little bit more vocal jazz involved in them because it helps to live up the program just a little bit. Sometimes the traditional Christmas carols, the way that they're arranged, drag on just a little bit. But if we add in a few of those spiced up arrangements, it really makes the performance pop.
What do you think students learn from being in a choir class like this one?
Students take my class first and foremost to learn vocal technique, to learn dancing, and to put those two together. But what they end up finding is they learn so much more. They learn how to be responsible, they learn how to make friendships, to be cohesive in a group, to be able to operate among your peers, sometimes in a positive way, even when you're not feeling so positive. You have to find a way in life to overcome those differences and make it a positive experience. So they build a lot of vocal and musical skills in here, but they also build some really great life skills. And many times, if a child hasn't taken my class all 4 years, they say to me at the end when they graduate, I wish I would have done it all 4 years, because through all the sweat and the tears and all the hard work, at the end, they really take something positive away from it, positive from the music and positive from their peers.
Thank you so much for talking to me about your program. It sounds like a very fun opportunity. Now we're going to get a small sample of their caroling program. Check out the Lake Gibson High School audio group performing a song from their set.
Jingle, 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 jing, jingle, jingle, jing, jingle, 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 jing, jingle, jingle, jing, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is wide, go it while you're young. Take the girls tonight, sing a sleighing song.
all the way.
Skip to bobtail nag, 240 for his feet, and hitch him to an open sleigh, and crack he'll take the lead. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle, jingle all the way. Hey!
Hey guys, it's me, Bo.
And me, Ariana.
Normally you see us separately in the show, but today we're going to work together and create something really cool and simple for the holidays.
Yeah, this is going to be something that you can make at home and add to your Christmas tree. Today we're making cinnamon ornaments from a non-baked dough. Hey Bo, this is right up your alley.
Yeah, but we wouldn't want to eat these, even though they do smell delicious. Today's project is going to take some ingredients. We need half a cup of cinnamon,
A half cup of salt,
1 cup of flour.
and 3/4 a cup of very warm water. Those are the ingredients for our cinnamon dough.
We'll also need cookie cutters to make some really cool shapes,
Wax paper.
a rolling pin, and acrylic paints if you want to add some extra detail to your ornament.
Well, Bo, it looks like we have everything here. Let's get started. And you can follow along at home too if you want. The first step is to combine all of the ingredients in a bowl. First the cinnamon, then the flour and the salt, and then the water last. Make sure that you mix them well. You don't want the dough to be too wet or have any separation.
You probably want to use a big spoon for this. Keep stirring the mixture until it looks like the dough that you would use to make cookies. It should be pretty thick. After that is combined, you can knead the dough with your hands. Make sure that your hands are dry so that the dough is easy to work with.
Kneading is a common thing when you're baking, but if you've never handled dough before, knead means to work the dough, almost like a massage for it. Just continue to squeeze and work the dough, and you'll see the consistency start to change.
Mine's a little bit sticky, which makes it hard to knead, so I'm going to add a small amount of flour to my hands. This will solve the problem. This is probably going to take a while.
You're doing great, Bo. Keep kneading, and I'll be right back. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, but do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows like a light bulb. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games like Monopoly. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games like Monopoly. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
off with your nose so bright. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Wow, that took a long time, but I think I'm finally done.
Great. After you knead the dough for a few minutes, it will be ready to cut for ornaments, and you can make it into a little ball to start. Get the rolling pin and begin rolling out the dough until it's made into a nice slab to cut from. You should probably roll the dough on a sheet of wax paper because that won't stick as much to your kitchen table or counter.
Don't roll it too thin though. You want to have a substantial enough ornament that it won't break in half.
I guess I'll take the rolling pin since you took the time to knead the dough. Who knows how long this may take?
Why don't you work on that? I'll go put this bowl away. Start cutting if you finish while I'm gone. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, la 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 la. All finished?
Finally. Now I'm starting to cut out the shapes. You can get out any cookie cutters that you like and start cutting out shapes from the slab of dough. We have angels, Christmas trees, stockings, candy canes, and gingerbread men. But you can use whatever you find at home or in the store. Take your favorite ones and cut the shape, then peel away any excess dough from around it. I'm going to choose a Christmas tree because I love the amount of detail that I can put on it when I decorate it.
Now that your ornaments are cut out, poke a hole in the top of the area for a string to go through once it's dry. You can use a toothpick or any other stick-like object that you might have in the kitchen. Leave your ornaments to dry for 24 hours, and the next day you can continue the fun and decorate them with your acrylic paints.
Luckily, we made some up yesterday, and they've been sitting drying, so now we can decorate them.
Now that our ornaments have been painted, it's time to string them up for the tree. You can use fishing line, thread, ribbon, yarn, or any other type of string that you think looks good with your ornament. Just feed it through the hole that you poked and tie it at the top.
And there you have it, cinnamon no-bake ornaments to decorate your Christmas tree.
If you're lucky, they'll add a scent of the holidays to your home too.
This was a lot of fun, Bo. Thank you for making these with me.
Of course, I had a great time. Happy holidays to you and your family.
You too, Bo. And happy holidays to all of you from us here at Brain Food. We'll see you in the new year. Bye.
Our first word of the day was dynamics. Dynamics is a musical term which represents a direction to the performer of how loudly or softly they should perform the music. One example of a dynamic is pianissimo. Pianissimo is the Italian word for very soft. So if you are reading music and you see two lowercase letter p's, that is an instruction telling you to perform that piece of music very softly and quietly. Here is an example of how to perform with a pianissimo dynamic.
Singing softly, sweet and low, this is pianissimo.
Oh, the holidays are a-calling, but the temperature isn't falling. If there's one thing Polk County knows, it won't snow, it won't snow, it won't snow. Oh, while gifts will be a-getting, in Florida we'll be sweating. 'Cause there's one thing that we all know, it won't snow, it won't snow, it won't snow. When I put on my festive clothes, how I'll hate going out in the sun. But the weather can't stop my fun. And until December is done, I'll spread my Christmas cheer round, giving gifts and singing out loud. Even though we all know it won't snow, it won't snow, it won't snow. Oh, and gifts will be a-getting, but in Florida we'll be sweating, hoping someday in Polk it would snow, it would snow, it would snow. No, it won't snow. Until December is done, until December is done, I'll spread my Christmas cheer round, giving gifts and singing out loud. I'll enjoy the season, although it won't snow, it won't snow, it won't snow. It won't snow, it won't snow, it won't snow. It won't snow, it won't snow, it won't snow.
Hey kids, welcome to Where's That At? The game show that takes you around the world. You know, geography is one of those subjects that you may ask, why do I need to know that? Well, I've got an answer for you. Hey DJ, hit that funky music!
Well, if you've ever wondered why geography is so important, you don't need to look any further than vacation, news, or environment. Every day we deal with things relevant to our location. Weather, politics, and food, deserts, prairies, mountain formations. Oh, geography, where would we be? Where would we be? Oh, geography, where would we be without you? Geography teaches us many things, the least are names of places. It shows we're all connected, no matter language or color of faces. From the Russian tundra to the Philippines tropical breeze, people are people 'cause we all share the land, the skies, and the seas. endless resources, unshared knowledge, beautiful places we never see. Geography's about all that, how the world works and where. Take a look at what matters most, you'll see. It's what we all share. Oh, geography, where would we be? Where would we be? Oh, geography, where would we be? Oh, geography.
Oh, geography.
Where would we be?
Where would we be?
Well, now you have an idea of why geography is so important. And you better believe Santa is studying his maps. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thanks for joining me on Where's That At? I'll see you next time.
Our next example of another dynamic is the word forte. Forte is the Italian word for loud. The word forte is represented with a lowercase letter f. So when you see that lowercase letter f on your sheet music, you should sing it like this.
There are clues you'll find in music that show how to sing a song. And in music, F means forte, so you sing it loud and strong.
Oh, hello, and welcome to story time. I'm afraid you caught me wrapping my presents. Today's story is... I believe I wrapped today's story. Bother. Still, it doesn't matter. Have you finished all of your Christmas shopping? I know I finished mine.
If you seek the perfect present to give those you love a lift, no need look, a storybook is just the perfect gift. You'll be giving them adventure, a mystery or romance, cooking tips, exotic trips, or steps on how to dance. Oh, oh, the fun they'll have when they read a book. There's something for everyone, just you take a look. So give some joy this Christmas, doesn't matter what you spend. If you care, a book you'll share with a very special friend. Oh, speaking of special friends, here's Santa. Oh, don't mind if I do. They'll have when they read a book. There's something for everyone, just you take a look. So give some joy this Christmas, doesn't matter what you spend. If you care, a book you'll share with a very special friend. Merry Christmas, everyone.
My favorite thing to do every year in Christmas is to come together as a family and open gifts and play.
Spend time with my family.
We all get our own little Christmas trees in our rooms and we get to just like take an hour and decorate them.
My favorite thing about Christmas every year is that every morning me and my brother wake up and then we have to go get our mom and dad. And then we go down to the living room and see if Santa eat cookies or drunk milk.
My aunt makes it famous tamales. They're cookies with frosting on it.
My grandpa always makes these great mashed potatoes that I love. Even though that sounds more like Thanksgiving, he also makes them during Christmas and I really love them.
Our grandma makes like mac and cheese for us, and it's really good.
A lot of times we'll do like a toy drive so that other kids who don't have as many toys or toys at all can get toys too.
They do like a Christmas shop, so if your parents bring you money or they give you money, then you can buy stuff from the Christmas shop and take it home.
Well, we normally we like waking each other up, and we go out and see if Santa eaten any cookies or anything, and then we go wake up our parents.
Favorite thing to do together as a family is like have a Nerf gun war. They usually if we get in board games from Christmas, we would play those. If we don't, we'll play like apples to apples and stuff like that.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
There'll be parties for hosting,
Marshmallows for toasting,
and caroling out in the snow.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. Yes, the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time